Dearest Generation Xero Films, this is an open letter from Dan Green, also known as Deconverted Man. I heard your review on Unbreakable, and I agree it is a terrific film, and I do hope they make a sequel, but I don't think it's going to happen, and I wouldn't want M. Night to direct it because he now sucks. But at any rate, I heard a lot of negative comments towards yourself in this video, and I wanted to say a few things about that, if I might. Our brains are an interesting sort of organ in that they remember events based on the emotional, psychological impact that they had on us more than they do mundane events. I have no idea what I ate yesterday or last week or a year ago, but I do remember my first kiss, and I do remember my first major injury being a broken arm, thanks to a bully who pushed me off of a thing. And yeah, I have no idea where he is, but yeah, whatever. So sometimes we focus on the negatives so much that we pattern seek and we see a trend. Everything I've ever done is a failure. Well, that's not true. It can't be true, because if that was true, then you wouldn't even have a video. You see, creating a video and narrating it takes time, energy, effort, some editing skills of some level. So if you always failed at everything, then you would stop halfway, or the software would fail or something of that nature, and you wouldn't have a YouTube channel. So certainly that's one counter example to the idea that, quote, everything I've done has failed, end quote. Yes, it might be true that you've had a number of relationships that have not been continual relationships, but nonetheless, you've had relationships. And you might have had more or less than I have had, and you might have had more or less happier moments in those relationships than I have had. But the relationship perhaps you're referring to is one that will last your entire life, and perhaps you'll find one like that, and perhaps you'll find one that just lasts a very long time. Who knows? But don't have a defeatist attitude about it. Simply because all you can do right now is remember your failures, that doesn't mean that that's all that there is. Here's an idea. Have a notebook and write down every time you succeed at anything, even something minor and seemingly insignificant. I woke up today when my alarm went off. I did my exercise routine. I brushed my teeth and took a shower and put on my smell good stuff, and I got on the clothes I wanted to have, and I ironed this, and I did these chores, and I got to work on time, and so on and so forth. Whatever the mundane thing is that you've done and succeeded at, and only write down the things that you accomplished, even if it is something as simple as I filled up a glass of liquid and I drank the whole thing, and it wasn't alcohol. I went all day without smoking or drinking alcohol or swearing or I went all day without insulting anybody or anything like this. I made sure to say something nice to everybody I saw, or I made sure to say hello to everyone I saw. Write these accomplishments down in a little notebook you can carry in your pocket or something of this nature. And then the next time you're feeling like all I ever do is fail, look at that and go, well, that can't be true, because even though minor, there's a lot of things I've accomplished. All humans have the capacity to learn and to grow. We all make mistakes, but we can all learn from those mistakes. And no matter how many failures you've perceived to have had or actually have had is irrelevant, because the future is unwritten and it is your destiny to forge. I hope for nothing but the best for you and yours, and may logic be your guide. Sincerely, Dan Green.